Quinta da Casa Amarela is a small estate at Baixo Corgo that belongs to the same family for several generations, producing still wines and port wines quite successfully. The name comes precisely from the house, an ancestral Douro house, which the family keeps immaculate and uses regularly and is painted in yellow. However, from spring on, the walls are covered with flowering plants, already brand image of this house. Indeed, the shady grove and a great kind of flowers are distinctive from this estate, close and around the house. Under the house, as it was traditional in Douro and here is kept religiously, is the cellar divided in two parts. The barrel room, where part of the wine and port wine age before being bottled, and the area of the stainless steel tanks, where the wine is finished and prepared on an intense wine-making work. Further on, in an old mill, is the handsome tasting room, among articles and objects connected with wine, old wool barrels, even an old press, a replication of the Baron of Forster's Douro map, and a lot of bottles. Snacks are also served here to many of the visitors that come to taste the wines, have a snack, or later are going to find the comforts of the traditional dining room. There we can taste some very traditional dishes of the region that in Casa Amarela are still prepared with mastery and served with precision. There is always a typical soup and the smooth duck rice or roasted goat with roasted potatoes and rice in the wood oven. Image, scent and flavor that visits would never forget. And the pairings with the wonderful wines of the estate more and more appreciated and awarded. A small space of rural tourism fulfills the wine tourism offers of this producer. It used to be the youngest generation grandfather's home and it was in ruins. But it was nicely renovated, keeping the original character. Renovation was designed by architect Paulo Lobo, well known by his extreme good taste. There are 4 rooms with bathroom, some communal areas, dining room and linked to the cask room where you can participate in wine tastings and even have a meal. The living room is connected outwards with a porch that makes the link to the vineyards and to another old building which is also going to be renovated. Under the house, they kept the warehouse operating there for ages, and guests can even watch the normally daily hustle of the place. Soon they will recover the smaller building with the same quality. Above this house are the vineyards of Casa Amarela in all its fullness. Many of the grapes that produce their wines come from these vineyards. The rest come from the other side of the estate, above the main house expanded along the hill. It is beautiful to watch the vineyards, well managed, already with a bunch of grapes matured, ready to be harvested and guided towards the mill. Many support walls, narrow paths with old rocks, small stairs, bucolic corners, some water tanks, everything involved by many fruit trees, apple trees, pear trees, orange trees, tangerine trees, peach trees, cherry trees and some others. It is the characteristic Douro landscape. In mid-September begins the hard work of the harvest, which is also a feast. People from many places come to help, and there they go between vineyards, cutting the bunch of grapes. The granite mills are filled with grapes, and late in the afternoon and many times during the night, it's the ritual of treating the grapes with bare feet, as there they have no other way to do the wine. Among workers, friends and the house owners, they treat the grapes until fermentation starts, with the beauty of the grape must bubbling. From the older to the younger ones, everybody takes part of this traditional and rustic work, which is vital to produce elegant, modern, consistent and gastronomic wines as the ones in Casa Amarela. When the wines will be ready, Laura Regueiro and Gil Regueiro, mother and son, will present and sell them all over the country and even in some international markets where they are very well accepted and have devoted customers. Quinta da Casa Amarela in Douro. Come and visit us.